Hello and welcome to another episode of Baughcuts. My name, of course, is Mr. Boff. And in today's episode of Baughcuts, in under 10 minutes, we're going to be taking a close look at The Charge of the Light Brigade by Alfred Lord Tennyson. Remember, the sequence is title, and then 3 key quotations from the poem, ideally from its beginning, its middle, and its end. So, we've not got any time to waste. Let's start with that title. Now, Tennyson's poem, The Charge of the Light Brigade, draws its title from a significant event during the Battle of Balaclava in the Crimean War, where a miscommunication led the British Light Cavalry Brigade into a perilous assault, a suicidal assault as it turned out, against well-defended Russian artillery positions. Now, that term, charge, it conveys the aggressive and courageous advance of the cavalry, while Light Brigade specifies the particular unit involved, and they were known for their speed and their agility in combat. The title of this poem succinctly encapsulates the poem's focus on this historical incident, emphasizing themes of bravery, duty, but also the tragic consequences of miscommunication in warfare. By highlighting the valor of the soldiers who followed orders despite the fatal outcome, the title sets the stage for a narrative that honors their sacrifice and questions the cost of blind obedience. Tennyson's choice of title underscores the poem's exploration of heroism amidst the futility of the charge, and I think invites readers to reflect upon the complexities of military duty and the human spirit. Let's start with the first quotation, really famous line. There's not to reason why, there's but to do and die. This famous line captures the disciplined obedience of the 600 soldiers who charged. Note the parallel phrasing and the rhyme, why, die, which creates a solemn marching rhythm. It emphasizes that the Light Brigade's role is not to question orders, not to reason why, but simply to carry them out, even at the cost of their lives, do and die. This reflects the theme of authority and the theme of duty. The power hierarchy in the military leaves soldiers with no agency, no individual ability to act in their own interests in this case, it seems, highlighting power dynamics where commanders' orders are absolute, even if a blunder has been made. The line conveys both admiration for the soldiers' unquestioning loyalty, but maybe too it includes a subtle critique of the blind obedience that can be expected in war. It ties into the theme of conflict, of course, by underscoring the valor and sacrifice of ordinary soldiers. Their personal identity and reasoning are subsumed by duty. Tennyson's tone here is respectful and elegiac, honouring the brigade's honour and bravery in following orders into the Valley of Death. Next quotation. Into the Valley of Death rode the 600. Tennyson uses biblical or religious imagery here to elevate the charge to an almost mythic level. Valley of Death is a fairly clear allusion to Psalm 23, the Valley of the Shadow of Death, as it is in the psalm, suggesting that the soldiers are entering a place of near certain doom. Yet the phrasing also confers dignity and a sense of larger purpose to their ride. The capitalization of death personifies it, as if the valley itself is somehow claimed by death that's awaiting them. This line, repeated in the poem, serves as a refrain that reinforces the bravery of the Light Brigade, as well as the tragedy of their situation. The image of 600 cavalrymen charging as a single, coherent unit into such peril highlights the theme of conflict. Obviously, we've got an imminent clash and slaughter, but also power, not their own power, but the power of fate and duty, drawing them in and pushing them on. Despite the horror inherent in riding towards death, the tone remains proud and impassioned, memorializing their courage. It's a line that encapsulates the poem's message that there is glory in their sacrifice. Even in a hopeless situation, their collective valor shines through. And we turn to the concluding exhortation from the poem The Charge of the Light Brigade. Honour the charge they made. Honour the Light Brigade, noble 600. And this serves as both a command and a commemoration. It urges readers to recognise the heroism of the soldiers despite the blunder that led to their deaths. The repetition of the imperative honour reinforces the poem's central theme, that bravery and loyalty in battle deserve eternal remembrance, even when the cause is marred by misjudgment. Tennyson's use of that phrase, noble 600, elevates the soldiers. We could say it valorizes them, it gives them value. The adjective noble, of course, suggests courage, sacrifice, dignity, and that aligns with Victorian ideals of honour in warfare. Even the use of the definite article, the Light Brigade, it personalizes the unit, draws attention to them, transforming a tragic military event into a timeless symbol of collective bravery. So, in linking honour to an act of doomed obedience, Tennyson invites readers to consider the tension between individual bravery but also institutional failure. And the poem itself, of course, is a reflection on power, patriotism, and the cost of war.